Guys, check this out. I had come across and found this embedded within a post by CMM. Once again, latest, greatest news leaks, World of Tanks Blitz in Russia from a developer stream that happened, kind of embedded within the Q&A of some of the things I've already come out and shared about in terms of new branch and the long-awaited branch in 2022 that's coming, and something like old maps coming into an event. But there was another section here that, as I started doing more research in, there is actually a lot of really cool, exciting things that not a lot of players in World of Tanks Blitz are very familiar with at all. And I didn't even really know anything much about this because I don't really play World of Tanks PC. A lot of my time is in Blitz. And so this one section here that I'm showing translated is the question by the community is, will there be a frontline type mode like in BB? So referring to World of Tanks PC, but will there be a frontline type mode in Blitz? And the developer's response was, there are variants of this idea, but there is nothing like this with a large number of players. Now you may be thinking, what does that mean? So this is the World of Tanks page talking about Frontline. I was trying to do some homework on what exactly this is. And Frontline, now when they're talking about not necessarily with a large amount of players, yeah, that was something that was like, whoa, is there gonna be like more than 7v7 potentially in Blitz? But after reading that, that's not necessarily the case. But there's still a lot of very interesting and cool things here about the frontline mode potentially maybe being in Blitz that they're toying with the idea of. So really within World of Tanks PC, you can join massive 30 versus 30 battles. And there's also these other mechanics like try out respawn mechanics and take advantage of resupply circles in this whole frontline mode. So even though the developers had mentioned that there wouldn't be potentially a larger amount of players, there are some really cool things here. So you can, in these battles, basically, it looks like players at different starting points can start out, maybe if we're talking about Blitz, team of 7, starting out at a certain tier, and then as you progressively fight, take over more zones, you can then, and if you get killed, you can end up respawning. Now, I don't know if that's respawning as the same exact tank or if you get to maybe choose a different tier 8 tank, kind of like War Thunder. For those that are familiar with that, you're in a battle, you end up getting killed, and you have another tank in your lineup, you can end up choosing that. So that's curious, but they also have these resupply points, which you can end up staying right here, and I'll actually go up here a little bit further so you can see better. These are spots that are scattered across at different points on a map where you can restore your hit points, repair modules, replenish ammo, and consumables. So they do, these zones, replay zones, have a cooldown time. Once you have repaired your vehicle to 100%, you must wait 120 seconds before you can use it again. So there may be something like this battle mode, this frontline battle mode that the developers of Blitz may be bringing to the World of Tanks Blitz, which is pretty exciting. So there's these different objectives and areas. And one other thing that I was reading about is as you progress and take over more zones, which is interesting because they also have these pillboxes with their own hit points. It doesn't look like these pillboxes fire or attack at tanks. They're just more of objectives and places that you have to take out and kill to achieve those objectives. But also when you reach different points and take over more territory, the more territory a team is able to take over or get to the second line, for example, they can end up getting tier 9 tanks. So like you start out as tier 8, and then if you make it to the second line, then you can end up coming in with tier 9 tanks. So almost like this event where you can end up like upgrading your tank or upgrading, the tier at which you play through the battle. Yeah, let's see, look at this. This is like one of the pillboxes. Durability, some armor can be penetrated. Yeah, so it doesn't look like these are high caliber guns or maximum view range. Yeah, and it's interesting because these pillboxes also look like they can spot you. So I don't know if this is something that maybe pillboxes or these objective points to destroy will maybe be part of this Frontline with Blitz. Now what is all this? Wow, 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 wow. This is epic. And then on top of that, you also have what looks like things that you can do with artillery strike. Commands artillery to lay down fire with HE shells on a selected area. Vehicles in the center of the impact area are heavily damaged, or commands ground strikes with planes drop bombs, stunning and causing damage to enemy vehicles. Deploys an active minefield in a selected area for a certain period of time. Mines can be destroyed by shots or explosions. Enemies can detect mines. So there's a lot of complexity here, maybe within this Frontline mode. And I don't know. I mean, once again, the developers said they may not do anything with a large number of tanks, and they're toying with the idea, so it will not be probably as complex or maybe this many things involved with it. But guys, this looks really, really cool. This whole respawning, being able to upgrade your tank to more territories, these resupply capture zones to restore your tank, hit points. I mean, this is looking pretty cool. For my opinion goes, I think this is just looking really exciting, but let me know what your thoughts are. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.